Teachers can all agree that students in K-12 are hard to motivate. In fact, each and every teacher can picture the glazed-over, disinterested look in a student's eyes that signals all hope of learning is lost for the time being. As that look spreads across multiple students, our hearts wrench. We tried so hard to plan and execute a lesson, and now all hope is lost. Mrs. Smith was just another dedicated classroom teacher who spent hours planning and trying to create interesting lessons for her students. She was losing sleep because nothing she tried seemed to captivate their interest. But then she found gamification. Mrs. Smith started to see that using gamification in the classroom was like offering candy to resistant children at the doctor's office. She could take the screaming and pouting children and offer them a reason to want to be in class. However, Smith realized that gamification was not simply the candy of the classroom, it was also a hugely effective learning tool and content teacher. To institute gaming in her classroom was simple. First, Mrs. Smith needed to look at her daily learning objectives and ask herself, what do I want the students to know? Then Mrs. Smith simply needed to look on Google for games relating to her learning objectives. The choices were endless. If Mrs. Smith wanted, she could play a different game every day. No longer is Mrs. Smith losing sleep worrying about her students' lack of interest. She knows that they are motivated, interested, and at the same time learning a ton. So stop with the brain racking and the lost sleep and try gamification in your classroom today.